The kitchen light in apartment 204 was consistently illuminated at 10 p.m. Evelyn observed it after residing in 203 for a few months. She frequently sat by her small window, sipping a glass of wine, and observed the city as it gradually fell asleep. Occasionally, she would cast a sidelong glimpse at the man smoking on the balcony below, who appeared to be a bit down and solemn. Marcus was his given name. Divorced. A child who resides with his former partner. All rights reserved. Courteous. Evelyn was kept conscious by his eyes. Her spouse was frequently absent. Business excursions followed by dinners and finally silence. They had been inseparable since their undergraduate days. However, their affection now appeared to be more akin to habit than intimacy. Evelyn never voiced any grievances. With each passing day and night, she merely existed. Isolated. It rained that evening. She refrained from activating the lamps. I poured wine and leaned against the glass door, observing the drops fall as if they were unanswerable inquiries. It is a strike. Soft. 3 times. Deliberate. Slow. The door was unlocked by her. Marcus. Your hair is moist from the rain and you are wearing a dark t-shirt. At first, he did not speak. Instead, he extended a substantial towel. I threw this item onto your balcony. I apologize for any inconvenience that may have been caused. She accepted it. He refrained from departing immediately. They remained motionless, their faces devoid of expression. Ultimately, she resigned. I invite you to enter. Wine is present. It is quite warm. In the living room, they occupied opposite seats. The sole source of illumination was a floor lantern that was both soft and golden. Marcus did not consume the wine. However, he maintained the goblet as if it served as an incentive to remain. They had a conversation regarding the weather, approximately the degree to which these apartments were identical, regarding the neighbor's cat that yowled at night. No one mentioned the third individuals in their lives. Then it transpired. The moment when the distance between the breaths was insufficient to prevent them from colliding. The first thing he did was to touch her hand. Gently. Inquiring. She refrained from withdrawing. His lips parted as if to express yes as he gazed into his eyes. Their kiss was not hasty. It was a prolonged sigh, the result of an excessive number of silent evenings. He stripped her of her clothing in the manner of an individual unwrapping a handwritten letter. Slow. Respectful. She trembled not from cold, but from the sensation of being completely seen and wanted. She also removed his shirt, her hands tracing the warmth of his chest. He murmured into her ear, "You are more beautiful than any night spent alone." To the accompaniment of the sound of rain, breath, and racing hearts, they engaged in sexual intercourse on the settee. His hands caressed her skin with a gentle yet unwavering touch. His lips caressed her collarbone, rib cage, and the area immediately above her hip, causing her body to rise in response. Something within her was filled as he slipped into her. She encircled him with her legs as if she never wanted him to depart again. He entered her with a profound, steady, and aching sensation. Each plunge was not merely a desire, it was a confession. Her talons penetrated his back. A soft, broken sound that tasted like years of being untouched. She murmured his name into his shoulder. He kissed her as if he were carving himself into her. And she permitted him. They lay in silence after the event had concluded, having both become disoriented, entangled, and exhausted. His arms encompassed her. Her face is resting against his torso. I shut. Skin that is both moist and radiant. They did not respond. The silence transformed into reality. This was not a love that was intended to endure, however, it was genuine. Marcus departed at 1:12 a.m. She escorted him to the entrance. There are no guarantees. There will be no next time, just a thorough examination. In the event that reincarnation were genuine, they would have encountered each other sooner in a subsequent existence. The following evening, The light in 204 was illuminated once more. However, no one approached the balcony, and no one knocked on the door of 203. Evelyn was the sole individual in the darkness, her fingertips lightly brushing the area where his mouth had been. She was contemplating the following. Occasionally, the sole thing that elicits a sense of vitality is the error you are aware you should not have made. Like what you heard. There's plenty more heartbreak and secrets to come. Hit like, subscribe, and stay curious with Tangled Truths.